that, I would like to take this time to invite Mohan into the hall. Himalayan School of Traditional Dances. So these girls have been practicing, not in real life, but through Zoom with the instructor all the way in Bangalore, India. So this is quite a feat. It is welcoming Guru and getting his blessings. Obviously, Mohan is here, and he has blessed these girls with the gift of dance, and they are performing for him. So they got his blessings. That's what that was. The next one is a very traditional song. It's a Malayalam song. It is Chatti Mandaram, and it is basically a song about Lord Guruvayurappan. Guruvayurappan is baby Krishna in the state of Kerala, India. It's a very famous temple. A lot of people adore it, one of my favorite temples in the whole wide world. But it is inviting him to invoke his energy. And would you please enjoy?
This is not the first time I've come to New York, and today I was seeing a picture of my interview with Ashok Vyasji in 2016. That's when I realized that I have come here many times.
2014 also.
14, yeah. Today somebody posted on Facebook our picture, 2016, that's what I said. So we have been meeting. I've been interacting with many people. So this was homecoming in a way, that way. I will rather discuss with you from your questions, taking the cues from your questions so that it can be interaction. I don't believe in preaching because I think that nobody needs any preaching or nobody needs that kind of information. You already know that. So when we discussed, some things might get opened up. Some understanding, some revelation, or some reminder. That's the way we should proceed. So we are ready with the questions.
Pranam Mohan. Based on what I know about you, you have demonstrated or realized how to move from pain to purpose, which doesn't happen in many people's lives. So, what is it that can make that happen, not just for Mohanji, but for everyone? Because there are situations which are adverse circumstances or tragic things happen in life. So, something on that, if you may please. Thank
Sure.
you.
Thank you. Well, one fundamental point about this particular matter is that life is never stopping. Time is taking us forward every day. Mind gets stuck with certain situations of life. And the moment we get stuck with certain incidents of the past, we cannot really detach from it and move forward. Then what happens is it becomes a struggle. And each day, the more times you revisit a particular thing of the past, the more it gets reinforced. And usually what happens, it manifests again in another time. So overall, we are creating a cycle of unhappiness. It means something happened in the past which are not so happy. But if we go back again and again to it, and we revisit it, we refresh it, then it always becomes a pain in the future or in the present also. We can't move. So this leads to paralysis. So all we need is the awareness that life is happening right now. Tomorrow we don't know. Past is finished. You can't go back and change anything. And secondly, all the people around us are in the same situation like us. Nobody is better or nobody is worse. All people are walking their own stories. Even if people are living together, each one are walking their story, their reality. So if we respect that, so no, we don't blame anybody, we don't criticize, we don't judge. The moment you start accepting people around you, you will start accepting yourself too. Let there be situations of the past where we made mistakes. Why can't we make mistakes? We are human beings. Every time you cannot reverse and do things. Life is flowing. We are performing as it happens. Sometimes fully conscious, sometimes fully unconscious, somewhere in the middle. Full-mindedness or absent-mindedness. This is the way we are interacting in the world. We cannot change this. This is not in our control. So, every point in time when we see, okay, this is the best I can do at this time, and you're fully there, as an experience, you have had that experience completely, that point in time should be left at that point in time. Means leave situations at that time. So, any pain which made you, see all the pains and all the failures have one good lesson. It gives a lesson. So take the lesson out of it. This pain happened, then that's got a reason. And that reason, whatever reason, we don't analyze the reason. When you analyze, you're again revisiting, going back. It happened, this was my experience, and accept the experience, and how can I make sure this won't come back again? That means through acceptance, you can dissolve it. Through resistance, you maintain it. Every pain is maintained because of resistance. Like Ramana Maharshi said, when he had cancer, he said, I have pain because I have a body, but I have no suffering because I have no mind. Suffering sits in the mind. So when we revisit a matter again and again and again, we are accenting the suffering. We can easily come out of it and accept the people around. So we don't criticize, we forgive everybody, forgive ourselves, forget the past as it is. Forget means it's not that it can sit in the memory, but we have nothing to do with it. We are not bringing it back to the present. So if you live like that, so much of purpose will happen. This itself is a purpose. Leaving the past behind itself is a purpose of life. Good purpose of life. And that will create a much more freedom to experience life as it is, as it happens. So that when a pleasant thing happens, we always bring the past pain also. So that we can't experience the pleasant in the present. Because we always bring back a memory of pain. This is our habit. I mean, we can't say that this is this can be wiped off, because we have it sometimes difficult to wipe off. But we must understand that there is a possibility to have awareness put on top of incident. Become aware, this is happening now, right? And it's this point in time we are sitting here and we are listening to each other, we are talking. That's the reality. Another reality is not possible. What brought us together? There might be a reason, we don't want to know the reason. We are here together, this is the reality. So if we take each reality as it is and extract the essence out of it, there ends the story. That's it. Then we can move on. So what I did consequently I had pains in a period of time. First was my daughter's death, a road accident. Then all my possessions were stolen. There was theft in the house. Then my bank balance got deleted. So one by one it was all crashing. So at one point in time I decided that now everything is gone. Where do I stand? In the first alphabet, A, beginning. So there is no point in thinking about what I lost. But I am alive. This is the most important thing today. I am still living. If you are alive, you can build anything. It's possible. So acceptance of that time, and secondly, I did not have self-pity. Self-pity is a very dangerous thing. It paralyzes you. Likewise, sympathy of people. Oh, poor you, or you have suffered. Oh, I wish it was much better. I will pray for you. These kind of things. Oh, this is probably with good intention. But the point is, what happens to us? We become addicted to it. And we suffer. We don't do anything. We will tell everybody our sorrow story, sob story, and we will use that as an excuse to not to do things. So I decided not to have that. I never told about my story to anybody. Many people did not even know that I had gone through all these situations. One person told me also, it doesn't show on your face. I said, why should it? It's my personal matter. I don't want to show this to the public. So we can make everything as a lesson of life and overcome this. Like people betraying us, people promising and not delivering, etc. They lost us, we never lost them. We lost nobody because we didn't betray anybody. So we can keep certain benchmarks, like I will not betray anybody, I will not cheat anybody, things like that. So that my inside is pure. And if somebody does something wrong to you, don't worry about it. Let that be. That's their highest expression or whatever. So if that is the case, then we are free, always. We can choose to be free. See, society can only look at any person in two ways. Whether they like you, sometimes they like you, sometimes they dislike you. Or they see a person through the eyes of prejudice. Or some kind of past, their own past notions. We have nothing to do with it. As long as we don't buy it, we don't take it, we don't carry it. We can always have respect, love, unconditional love, we can have selflessness. This is our strength. We can culture it. So any pain can be converted to a purpose by just accepting it and not be going down to it. Let it happen, let it come, let it go. We are moving forward. Life is moving forward, there's no choice. By the time we realize that we have done with life, we've finished. So fast. I hope I answered that question.
Thank you.